Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Tremayne and you're in Tremayne Sew Style Studio. In today's video, it is my first video for the hashtag Friday Sews. I was encouraged to participate and become a community member of the hashtag Friday Sews by my friend Andra of Andra Makes. So here on my channel, Tremayne Sew Style Studio, I like to focus on obviously sewing, travel, and in life, or and maybe impart some wisdom. For sewing, my goal is to do pattern reviews, share my experience with the pattern that I've made, particularly as a woman over 55 plus with the body and shape of a woman 55 plus, so that people can see makes, on a real body, and maybe be encouraged to make something, now that they've seen it on a real person, on a live person. I love to share my travel adventures. I don't travel often, but when I do enjoy it. And I want to share that with you, whether it's local, a local museum, or someplace in the city, or in the United States, which is where I'm located, or internationally, and life, just what's going on in my life, and any wisdom or nuggets of wisdom that I can pass along to my community. For this week in sewing, I didn't do a lot of sewing this week. I felt a little burnt out from this month. I did 2 pattern tests for 2 indie pattern designers, and they were originally scheduled to be like back to back, but end up overlapping. So in order to get to meet my commitments for those projects, I just felt like I was just heads down and trying to get those done. The 2 projects that I did one was for Patterns by D, where she did a fancy flare dress, and I will put the link to that below, and the dress was absolutely beautiful. I do not have it here in my sewing space, so I would show it to you, but it was really nice. I did it in this wonderful cheetah print, a rayon twill that just absolutely worked well for that dress. I love it when the pattern and the fabric come together, and the dress was just more than I could have imagined. It really came out nice. I was glad with how that turned out, and would encourage you to do the fancy flare dress by Patterns by D. The other project that I did was the Sewn Adaptive designer Lynn Wardrobe Sews. She created a sewn adaptive bomber jacket, which was in a regular length as well as a length for to be adapted for those that may have be in a wheelchair or have dexterity issues. And I did that version for her, and that one really came out well. I think that's here in the sewing space. Here's the jacket. Let me lift my dress form up. And I used actually a quilt that so I upcycled. I used a quilt, and one of the things that I liked about the sewn adaptive pattern is they had these magnetic closures. My dress form won't allow it to close, but trust me, these snap. I'll attach the video below, and so that was wonderful. So it was nice doing that. I was upping my skills in terms of learning how to do a welt pocket. So it really had some nice features on that. And I had some fabric left over. I said, so I made this awesome hat for that as well. I used Whitney Sews, her newsboy pattern, and I did it. So it's just, just really nice. That came out really nice. And so like I said, those projects were just went back to back, and they just took me out. So I really didn't do any sewing this week. And then I saw that the um, oh, what is it called? The Fugalisa and the Yorkshire Sewists is having their Sew Fugal 25 challenges starting on Instagram. And I said, you know what? I think that'll be something I would like to do. So I'm looking at maybe doing that for March. The pattern that I have in mind is I'm going to go and do the patterns by the fancy flare dress. I want to do that one again. Maybe take out one of the panels because I had a lot of panels, a couple of extra panel in it. So I will take that out. And for that one, I will use a fabric that I purchased on my trip to Africa last year. And so we have this Ankara print here, and this Ankara print, and I think I have one more option. Yeah, this one. It's showing up red on the screen, but it really is a nice orange color. Whereas this is showing up orange, but this isn't really showing up orange. So, and then I have a couple more fabrics that I purchased when I was in Africa. And I will go through those and decide which one I will do for that. So that way I'm, being fugal in terms of using a pattern that is one that I have in my stash and that was gifted as part of doing the pattern testing, as well as a fabric that I already have in my stash. So those are my sewing plans, and just life, just life be life. So again, I think I'm gonna just take these last few days of the month. Well, actually today is the last day of the month. It's February 28th. And get started hopefully this weekend. Well, I'll have to cutting out the pattern, picking which fabric I'm going to use, getting that cut out, and maybe start working on that one for that challenge for March. So thank you again. I am so excited to be a part of the Friday Sews community, and look forward to having updates and watching my fellow sewists, following them, getting to know you guys, and learning from you. I think being new to the YouTube space is being a part of this community is, just really means a lot. And I'm happy to be here, happy to share what I know, and happy to learn from you. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Have a great day, and happy sewing.